Welcome to the Insurance Brokers Podcast Helpful Hints. Here we break down the best, most informative bits of our full-length interviews.
When they're deciding who to shortlist, they're looking at our competence. But when they start deciding whether they will actually work with us, they start looking at our character and they choose on less tangible things.
I think it's quite interesting that you've mentioned the digital world that we've been living in for however long now, because you've seen into people's lives much more than you perhaps would have. And I know previously it was all done on good first impressions, whereas this digital world's given more of oneself. You know, you've got kids coming in at the background, etc. But also the stuff that's available online. Before you've even met or spoken to somebody, you've formed an impression of them, of their business, of their trustworthiness. How do you handle that?
Well, I think, first of all, we've got to recognize it. Google talk about a zero moment of truth. So we used to talk about the first moment of truth when we meet for the first time and we form an impression of each other. The zero moment of truth is we need to manage what's gone on before on that. And the importance of that is that depending on which authority or research you take, between 50 and maybe 60%, so half to 2/3 of the buying journey is often complete before we meet with a human being. My big experience of this was getting a call from a bank in the Middle East who'd said, we've shortlisted you for a major project. I said, but how can you have done that? We've never met. So, well, we've done our research, we've done our due diligence, and we've shortlisted you. And I thought, well, what am I supposed to do? And my job as a salesman is to pitch me and my organization, but they've already taken the decision. And I had to realize that we'd moved past the competence judgment, could we do the job, to the character bit, well, what would we be like to work with? So we have to recognize that a lot of the buying journeys happen before our selling journey has started. So what do? First of all, I recognize you will have formed an opinion of me.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you have enjoyed what you have heard, have any questions or feedback, please leave us a review and we will be sure to get back to you. If you would like further information on how Boston Tullis Group can support your business, or if you would like to join us on an episode, please do not hesitate to contact us.